Hello, sports movie fans, and welcome to Locker Room Flicks podcast. I'm your host, Steve Blunt, and we have another exciting show for you today. But first, let me introduce my co-host, Mr. Frank the Tank Sullivan. Frank, how are you today?
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
Doing awesome. So I think we're getting some good feedback. We're getting some good interaction on the polls and stuff like that. So, what are you thinking, Frank? You hearing anything?
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of good feedback. We just cracked 200,
200 members, right?
200 members on our Facebook group. So
Yep.
it's growing, and we need you guys to share the podcast, and also, when I put up these polls, cast your vote. I can pretty much see how many people look at the poll. And
Frank's calling you out, guys.
And it's like 90 views, but 30 votes. Yeah, and that's being generous. So please.
All right, so you're all on notice. Everyone who's in the group, who's listening and looking at and seeing the polls, you gotta and tell your friends that too, that Frank's watching. So you don't want to get in trouble with Frank.
Yeah, we picked these movies, for a reason. We're trying to kind of cycle through a bunch of different, sports, and we have comedies. So we're just all these polls are definitely, thought about. So We'll get to your favorite movie one of these days.
Yeah, absolutely, we will. All right, so this week we are going to do a basketball movie, and it was voted on by you, the fans. White Men Can't Jump. Came out in 1992. Box office info grossed almost $15 million in 1,900 theaters on its opening weekend, with a total gross of $76 million in the U.S. and almost $91 million worldwide. It was the 16th highest grossing movie of 1992, so that's pretty cool. I'm trying to think. Do you know what the highest grossing of 92 was?
No, I probably should have looked that up, but I think some of the other sports movies came out too. The ones that we did,
Yeah.
right?
I
believe
so.
Was it Rudy? I think either Rudy and Mighty Ducks. I think they both came out either 92 or 93.
Yeah. So
I don't think they were that high up on the
definitely
box
not.
office, but
Definitely not. But it didn't have any awards, no Oscars or anything like that. It was directed by Ron Shelton, who wrote Tin Cup. And the simple synopsis is black and white basketball hustlers join forces to double their chances of winning money on the street courts and in a basketball tournament. We watched this on Peacock, right? Did you watch it on Peacock?
Peacock. Yep.
Yeah, so it's on Peacock right now as of June 2022.
Yep.
And now it's time for everyone's favorite segment.
Frank's 5 Fun Facts.
Yeah. Frank's 5 Fun Facts. Thanks a lot, Kasey, for the intro. All right, Frank, take it away, bud.
All right. So my first fun fact is this is the fourth movie that Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson has appeared in.
Together?
Yep.
Really?
Yes, they make quite a duo. Do you know what the movies are?
I'm drawing a blank, man. You really hit me hard on this first fact. I'm trying to think. And this is the fourth one, or there was 4 total?
4 total, I should say. Yeah.
Okay. Oh man.
I have not seen really any of the other ones that they've been in.
Wesley Snipes was big in the 80s and the 90s, and man, I'm trying to think. I have no clue. People are going to be yelling at me and yelling at their radios right now, but I should probably know all these. Let's hear what they are.
So Wildcats, which is actually a football movie that came out in '86.
Yeah, no, I know Wildcats. Okay. All right.
Then you have obviously White Man Can't Jump. That's 92.
Okay.
Play It to the Bone.
Never saw that.
Which is actually a boxing movie. So maybe we'll end up doing that one down the road.
Okay.
And Money Train, which came out in '95.
Nah, man. I only saw White Man. Well, I saw Wildcats, but White Man Can't Jump is the biggest one I remember them in together. Wow. All right, that was a hard hitting first fact, Frank.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got?
All right. Number 2, I have writer and director Ron Shelton wrote the first 37 pages in one night.
Wow.
It's quite an ordeal, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. He was on a writing binge. Cool. I wonder how like long into the movie that 37 pages is.
Well, it says that he had to stop and figure out what was going to be Gloria's thing. I guess he wanted it to be like unconnected from the guys,
Right.
and I guess he overheard someone discussing Jeopardy about their friend getting on Jeopardy, and I guess that was just the inspiration for it.
Oh, okay. Cool. Awesome.
Number 3, I guess I got a few actors considered for the role of Sidney were Denzel Washington and Philip Morris. I don't know if you know who Philip Morris is,
Nah, give me something he was in.
but he was actually in about 5 episodes of Seinfeld.
Okay.
The lawyer.
The lawyer?
Yes. Oh no.
Oh, I guess he's a lawyer.
Kramer's a lawyer.
Oh, yeah. He's supposed to be like what was
Kramer's
the
lawyer,
for?
apparently.
Well,
Frank
Kramer's
doesn't
lawyer,
like
but
Seinfeld.
I try. I'd never really seen Seinfeld before, and she had me try to watch a few episodes, and
yeah.
a big swing and a miss for me.
So you're not a big Seinfeld guy, obviously. Are you liking it as you're watching it or no?
No, I couldn't. I had to stop it.
Really?
Yeah, everyone's gonna hate me for this, but
Wow. Okay. I love Seinfeld, man. I love Seinfeld. So Casey,
I mean,
Casey likes it a lot.
I'm a big, King and Queens fan, so I was her pitch to kind of, oh well, Jerry Stiller's in it, which I mean, he knocks it out of the park in everything he does.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
there's a few funny things. I don't know.
No, he didn't like it.
How many episodes did you say?
We watched first season and like probably half of the second season. So I could, and a few other episodes here and there to try to
Wow.
persuade me over. So I mean, probably a good total of 20 episodes.
Okay.
Put it, it wasn't enough apparently to convert me. So
Apparently, yeah. All right.
he
Interesting.
also
So, I don't
go
think
ahead.
I could see Denzel Washington being this.
No, he's definitely more of a serious actor. And the other
Yeah.
guy, I guess, did. He was on the movie Atlantis, The Lost Empire. It was
Okay.
a Disney movie, like a cartoon.
Oh, okay.
And I guess he did like a video game after that. So I guess he was known for that. And he did a bunch of other like episodes on other TV shows.
Oh, sweet.
But
All right.
and then also another thing. This is the same fact. Few people for Billy was Keanu Reeves, David. I can't say his last name, but he's from the. I'm just gonna say it like that. He's from the X Files. So if you know David,
Oh,
from the
David
X-Files,
Duchovny?
Yeah, Duchovny. Yep.
Wow. Okay,
That's
I
how you
can't
say
see either of those two being Billy Hoyle.
And also our boy Charlie Sheen.
Was he considered for every movie in the 80s and the
Seems
90s?
like it, especially if it's a sports movie. I guess Charlie Sheen said that he didn't feel it would be funny, and he said he didn't feel connected to basketball like he did with baseball. So,
Oh yeah. Well, you still haven't seen Major League, so you can't
Nope.
really compare it. But
No.
yeah, it's a good one. All right. Yeah. No, I think Woody Harrelson was a good pick for that.
So my next fact is that actually Nike came out with a shoe due to this success. They're white with a little bit of green on the bottom, and they retail anywhere from $400 and up. I actually kind of saw it online. You can actually buy them right now.
So who was wearing those shoes then?
I believe Billy was.
Okay. Was it with the pumps? Because the
didn't.
pumps on the tongue.
You could definitely pump. I don't know if he had the pump in it or not. I know that he does it in the movie,
Yeah.
but from looking at the picture, it didn't look like it had a pump on it.
Oh, okay.
But-
Is there a name of the shoe or like the Billy Hoyle or something?
No. I should have got the name of it, but I guess I didn't.
It's all good.
Honestly, you could just you Google it. You'll see it. As soon as you see it right away, you know, like, oh, okay. which is googling it now, right?
Yeah, I'm googling right now. Go ahead.
All right. My this is actually still part of the fourth fact, I guess. They also came out with a video game for NSES and Sega Genesis called Jam It. It was considered a poor man's version of NBA Jam, where
Really?
the final boss team resembled a Billy and Sydney.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no clue about that. If you would have said there's a video game based on White Man Can't Jump, I would have. My mind is blown right now.
Well,
Wow,
that's what I do.
that's what you do, man. That's awesome.
Blow your balls off.
That's awesome, dude.
Yep. And as far as my last fact, the training for the movie was super tough. Snipes said that they spent 6 days a week on the court learning new moves and becoming familiar with the directors, and he's also the director and the writer. His playbook. Once the scripted plays were shot, the director kept the cameras rolling and told everyone to play to win.
Really?
So,
Oh wow.
yeah, so a lot of they just kind of let the cameras roll and just let them play, and which kind of gets kept it that
Authenticity.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
And that was Frank's five fun facts.
Frank's facts, yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, now go away now.
And I stop hot. Hi, Steve. Are you guys still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Oh, sorry.
You can edit it. You can edit
I'll
this out, right?
I'll let that out.
Okay.
Fuck it, leave it in.
Don't give him more work to do.
Oh, sorry.
Awesome.
Yeah. What did you get any quotes out of this movie?
So I wrote down this movie is chock full of insults. All it is
and racist insults.
and
as
racist
well.
insults, yeah. But like 90s racist insults where it's like, you know, they were like, I don't know.
They're all your mama jokes.
Yeah, there's ton of your mama jokes.
The whole first scene is mama jokes.
Yep.
Steve, give us your favorite mama joke, or give us one.
So one of the ones your mama's so fat, she fell and broke her ankle and gravy poured out. We used to say that all the time.
Really? That's what you used to say?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, your mama jokes. I was never really a big fan of your mama jokes, but yeah, my mama ain't no astronaut. Like they got so insulted because somebody called their mama an astronaut. Like I don't understand the insult there.
No, I don't know either. I know I had one of my favorite, like it was like an insult. The guy in the beginning says take your Colt 45 ass out of here.
Oh yeah,
Or something like that. That was funny.
Oh man,
You ever had Colt 45?
Colt? No, I haven't. Have you?
No. Yeah, once or twice.
Once or twice.
Yeah, no, it's funny. My a buddy of mine who's actually kind of your age, him and his friends kind of like they would do like a throwback party.
Yeah.
So they would just buy 40s and just drink those.
Oh.
And they would get like I think that might have been where I had it. It was a Colt 45 and stuff
God.
like that. I was like, well, this is first and last time I ever drink this.
Yeah. I'm not a big drinker to begin with, but I definitely wouldn't pick that if I am drinking.
It's bottom of the barrel, yeah.
I love the part when he's like, "We go in Sizzler, we go in Sizzler."
Oh,
he used to say that all the time too.
Sizzler. Are there even any Sizzlers left?
I have no clue, man. There's none around by me. That's for sure.
I don't know.
There's none around here. Yeah, Rosie Perez was great in this one. How much money did you make? Like he walks in, hey, how much money did you make me today? Like instead of saying hi, like how are you? So that's like her character gets introduced, how Gloria gets introduced.
And this guy and Billy, man, what a gambler, huh?
Oh my God, he's got a problem.
That's but basically like the whole theme of this movie is his gambling addiction, because I mean, he wins all this money, and then he can't let it go,
Yep.
and
Yep.
he ends up losing all of it.
Yeah,
Just because
exactly. And
you know,
and they're in debt to the Stuckey brothers
yeah,
over a car, and then
yeah,
well, it started with a car, and she didn't want to pay, and then Billy was supposed to throw like a basketball game, and he halfway through he got cold feet and didn't want to do it or something
yeah.
because he called him like he said the other guy said he couldn't shoot or something, so he got insulted. So
Right,
he's
yeah.
also a hothead on top of being having a gambling
Well,
problem.
you don't really see it until he goes to that till they go to that game, the tournament,
Right.
and he's just talking nonstop, just talking smack, and it's like, dude, well, just shut up and play already.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of just talking smack. You know,
yeah,
I'm a big fan of like let your play do the talking.
yeah, that's true, very true.
But I get it. Like on the setting and all that stuff. Like the time.
Well,
Like
and the other thing too is like, I mean, obviously the gameplay now, or I guess the gameplay back then was way more aggressive, whether it be on the street or in like in the NBA.
yeah.
I mean, they would be able to get away half of the stuff now. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Absolutely.
Calling everything. Um, I
Yeah. There's
also go ahead.
No, I was gonna say right. Or there's really like no defense in the NBA. It's just
Not
because
really,
everything gets called.
and it's also 3-point city. You got guys that like Kevin Durant who are shooting 3-pointers. I mean, guys like I don't know 7 feet tall.
Yeah,
I'm,
exactly.
I mean, Shaq had a hard enough time making free throws.
Oh yeah.
Much
He
less
he never
three
made
pointer.
free throws. Yeah, three. I would love to know how many 3-pointers Shaq actually had, if he had any. I have no
Probably
clue.
none.
The over under is probably, I would say, 20. I'd take the under on that.
It's probably less than that. I had a
So
few things.
okay.
I mean, there's a few things I kind of noted. I mean, obviously, like it was like an old tech alert. They had like the cassette tapes.
Oh yeah.
They were using. I thought were funny.
Would you say old tech alert? That's
Yeah,
great. I love that.
that's basically what it is, right?
Old tech alert. So cassette tapes, yeah.
I have used. I know if that's going to be your follow up question. I've used a cassette tape before, and I
An
do
audio
remember.
cassette tape and a VHS? Or you don't know the difference?
Oh no! Well, yeah, I've done. Used a V. Yeah, I've used a VHS. VHS is for movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I've done them both. I had to think for
Oh,
a
okay.
minute. I was like, "What you trying to stop?"
Yeah, you're like I've never
Um,
done 8-track, so I'm not that old.
no, me neither. I think one of my first cars, I had a cassette tape in it.
Had a cassette tape.
Had a
Okay.
cassette player, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah. Dude, so when I first started driving, to go off on a little tangent here,
Mm-hmm.
so they didn't, if you wanted to play a CD,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't have like a CD player,
Mm-hmm.
you would get your little your Discman, and it's got the flip up, it flips up to open. You
Yeah.
put the disc in
Put it-
there,
Yeah.
close it, and then there'd be a wire going
Mhm.
from you'd plug it into the headphone jack, and
Yeah.
there'd be a wire going to what looks like a cassette, and you put that into the radio,
Really.
and then that's how you
Okay. I think
that's
I
how
know
you
what
would
you're
play
talking about.
CDs in your car.
Yeah. Yeah. The adapter. I've had those before where you
Oh
plug it
yeah.
into it's the cassette thing that goes in there and it's got the cord out and because I plugged in like iPods and
Oh
these
yeah,
iPods.
absolutely. Yeah.
I used to have the thing where you can actually tap into the radio. Did you have that? It was like a
Oh,
wire,
I know what you're talking about.
it was a
It's like an
wireless
FM
one.
tuner. Yeah.
Yeah, and you would just kind of like pick any station that you weren't using, and it would go right in there.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like crap though, right? Sometimes.
No, I don't think so.
No?
This was back when I was like in high school. I remember using it.
Okay. Okay.
So whatever. I don't even know what we were using. I don't think I had an iPod back then. It might have been an MP3.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Talk about
Yeah. They're
old
not
tech, huh?
talk about old tech. They're not making the iPod anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It's
who's
it's on
buying
your
them?
phone. It's on your
Her.
phone now.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because there's a local place called Game Exchange. There's a
Yeah.
few of them around in Connecticut. I want to say there's like 4 or 5 of them, but they have all old. I'd say not cassettes like that. They also sell games. They have all the old systems.
Oh
You can go
wow.
buy Sega Genesis or whatever. They have all the
Yeah.
old systems,
Oh
the
wow.
games. They do have some stuff like that where they have like old iPods. Um,
Jeez. Yeah. Those
yeah,
things
no,
those things worked pretty well too.
you can actually sell them. Like if you have old stuff like that, you can sell it to them. They'll give you either cash or credit
Oh sweet.
for it, and you can actually even they take DVDs and they don't take CDs, but I know they take DVDs
Oh wow.
because DVDs
Okay.
are a thing of the past now too,
Yeah.
pretty
Pretty
much.
much, man. It's all streaming.
But
Oh shoot. So yeah. So they're in debt to the. Oh yeah. So old tech. Uh, I'm trying to think of what other. I mean, obviously, like all the clothing and the shoes and stuff was like
yeah,
total '90s, man. Total
yeah,
early
I know
'90s.
the first scene. You see Billy coming down, and he's got this. The colors on him are just
Oh yeah,
wild,
a wild. Yeah, yeah. That's a good way to describe it.
wild for sure. It's funny in that first they were in a hotel, right? The
Yeah,
first
yeah. They
spot.
pretty much bounced around hotels.
Yeah, because they're on a run from the whatever kind of mob that was.
Yeah,
Um,
Stooky Brothers.
the Stooky Bro. The I don't know if you noticed the shower. He's taking a shower and the shower was like almost cut off by his shoulders,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. Like
so
his
you could
head and shoulders was
so
above
you
the
could
thing.
see everything. I thought that was kind of funny. But I actually they mentioned in the first scene where he ends up meeting Sydney and they talk about making shots and Sydney says we're at the beach right now and you gotta account for the wind and like
Yeah.
it's so funny but yeah it's kind of true. I mean I don't know if he was saying that just jokingly but I mean I don't know, you've been on out, you're a beach guy, right?
I love the beach.
It can
It's
get
yeah, it's total.
it can
Oh, it
get
can
pretty
get
windy down
so
there.
windy. Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously like it's different from throwing like let's say a baseball to a basketball.
Right.
But I mean, I can imagine it might affect the play.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. You
Hmm.
gotta account for it.
Yeah.
You know, that's and I've never been to Venice Beach, but
No,
I
neither
could
have
imagine the breeze and going through.
I. Hmm.
Yeah, that was a good scene. That was probably my favorite scene of the whole movie. Is like just the opening scene.
I like
Then
the three old school crooners.
did you pick up
They're
what the
in,
name of them
what the name of
of
them?
they were? Yeah, the
No,
group, the
no.
Venice Beach Boys.
Oh, was it really?
I'm pretty sure that's what it
That's
was. Yeah,
funny. That's clever.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, they were good. The one guy just kept playing like air instruments, like all different air instruments. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, he's just and the guy that's kind of like scatting. Is that what he was
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
too?
yeah, yeah. Scat. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the part when this is like their first hustle they're doing together as like a team,
Hmm.
Sydney and Billy, and they're trying to do it for $500, and their opponents are like he's
They,
like he doesn't have any money on him, so he tries to rob his store, and
yeah.
instead he
No,
ends
I
up
thought that was
instead
pretty
he ends
funny
up
too.
selling him the gun for
Hmm.
250. Stuff like
Rough,
that
rough
made it
crowd
fun.
down there, huh?
Oh yeah, man. And that store owner was like, "Yeah, was that who is that?" Like he knew who it was right away.
Oh yeah, he's like a dead giveaway.
You either smoke or you get smoked. That's when that's when Billy got screwed by Sydney the first time.
But I mean, Billy challenges him, kind of scams everyone, and he just he pretty much embarrasses him,
Yeah.
uh, like in front of everybody. I mean, talk about losing your reputation down in front of everyone.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was rough. That must, those guys take it serious too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, they did. I mean, I think they lost. I forget which scene it was. They lost like $1,700,
Right.
which had to be. I mean, back in what 90? What year we say this came out? 92.
92.
Had to be a decent amount of money back then.
Shoot, it's a decent amount of money now. Think about
Yeah, very
think
true.
about gas prices, bro.
Yeah, it's almost like $5.
I know.
It's creeping there.
Yeah, man. What about the what about the basketball tournament, the 2-on-2? Did you catch what the name of that was?
No, I didn't.
Oh, the 2-on-2 Brotherhood Basketball Tournament, otherwise known as the TTBBT. I thought that was like hilarious.
I did see it had some long, like abbreviation, and it was funny too because I was like going to see if they had like because they were wearing different color, like all were wearing them different color. I was like, did they get to pick that out? But it looks like they were just generic like jerseys they just gave them to wear.
Yeah. Sydney and Billy were wearing like purple, and of course, like we'll say the bad guys or whatever, like the guys who are like they're supposed to be in the finals are wearing black, like it's supposed to be like they're the enemies or something like that.
Yeah.
They're the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the fact that that Gloria gets on Jeopardy.
Oh, I know. It's funny too. 'Cause I think she's got a little bit of a drinking problem as well, huh? You catch her.
Yeah, they kind of
grabbing the vodka bottle.
Yeah, they kind of keep showing that, but do they really go anywhere with that?
Not really.
Not really, right?
I don't know if they were trying to like tie in maybe like her addiction and Billy's. I mean,
yeah, like that's how
it's a little far fetched, but
yeah.
And then she ends up getting on Jeopardy, and she ends up like just absolutely crushing it.
Yeah, crushing it. Yeah, she did excellent. So I wonder how many times she was on the show because you just keep. I think back then, I think there was a limit.
Really?
I think there was a limit of like maybe 5 days or something like that.
And again, I think normally like wouldn't they just? I guess this is different for. I know for certain game shows like, let's say like Wheel of Fortune, they record like a whole day's worth of episodes. I believe.
Oh really?
I believe so it's not like they do it.
It's not like they do Monday's episode on Monday, Tuesday's episode. It was like they do like a bunch.
I believe they like it'll be like okay today we're gonna record from I don't know 8 o'clock till 5 and we'll get as many episodes in and then they just release them whenever.
Oh wow, okay.
Did you know that I was on a game show?
I did. Oh yeah. I did know that. Did
you know that?
Yeah.
What, you remember what?
Yeah, Cash Cab.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
Cash Cab.
That's awesome. Right. I love Cash Cab, man. Is it? So how long ago were you on it?
This was pre-pandemic.
Okay. So are they still doing it though?
It's still because it changed it to it's on Bravo now.
Okay.
I can actually tell you if you want to watch it. If all you people want to watch us fail on the Cash Cab.
No, you can't. Did you?
We lost, but it's a good story. I'll go into it later at another time, but because it's on Bravo, it's season 14.
Okay.
Episode 30.
Season 14, episode 30. Make sure you guys go watch that and give it a like.
We have a hat. Maybe I'll take a picture with it on. And
they gave you guys a hat? That was your consolation
prize? It's funny, too, because they just kind of drop you off. Like, you really do just get out of the cab where you lose.
No.
Yeah. I mean, granted...
You don't even go to your destination?
No. I mean, granted, like, we're in New York City. It's not like I can't catch the next cab.
True, but wow.
Well, it's funny. The other thing is like, we weren't originally going to that location. We thought it was going to kind of be like a scavenger hunt where you kind of go all over the place. And they're just like, okay, just go. And we met this lady in the city and they were like, go up to the driver and tell him you're going to go to, this spot. this is your location. Like, all right, whatever. It's a comedy club.
Okay.
And then you go in the cab and you tell them we're going to go to 34th and 4th or whatever. And then
Wait. So you knew you were going to be on the show before you went to the city?
no, we didn't.
Oh, okay.
We knew we were going to be on a game show because a friend of mine, we actually did we had to do like a whole casting call for it.
So they make it seem like you're just random people off the street, and then all of a sudden you're in the
Yeah,
cash cab.
yeah. No, they kind of know. Well, I mean, they have said that they pick up people like random people sometimes depending on time because you figure if you have, let's say you have 3 or 4 people who get 3 strikes really quick and they're out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think they give you that time frame to, and if they pick up someone random, they pick up someone random.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like you don't get he's got like a handful of cash. We don't get that. We had to sign like an I-9 or whatever the hell it was.
Oh, so it's like you got like an IOU or something?
I think they would end up because they got to take taxes out.
Yeah.
So like I don't think we would have gotten the cash right then and there. I think they probably would have got like a check, but just a little behind the scenes.
That's awesome. Sweet, man. Yeah, this was back when Alex Trebek had the mustache.
Pour one out for Alex Trebek.
Yeah, pour one out. That's right. R.I.P. You watch Jeopardy? That's one of the questions I wanted to ask you. Do you guys watch it?
We used to when we had cable, but now we don't have cable anymore. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, gotcha. We used to do both of them. We used to do Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
And then bedtime.
And bedtime. That's right.
Yep.
Those were your primetime shows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
no more.
I haven't watched Jeopardy in a long time. I haven't watched it in a long time. But my brother-in-law, he's like amazing at Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune.
Really.
So watching it with him is pretty fun.
I hear the new host, the girl that's on there. I can't remember the girl from Blossom.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember her name. I know she's from that. I know it's from Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory too,
which is also one of my favorite series as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I heard she's doing a pretty good job. So.
Yeah. They kind of cycle through a couple different ones to try them out. Back to the movie. So, what did you think about like the gameplay and stuff like that? Because I know we've talked about that before.
I thought it was awesome, honestly.
Yeah, they had a ton of basketball scenes in this movie.
Well, and here's the other thing too is like you see it's them two, right? It's Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson. It's not really like you can't really put in a stunt double. You can you might be able to put in a stunt double on certain scenes, but
right.
I mean for the most part it's really them just playing ball. And also the other thing too, it's 2-on-2, which I mean the chemistry, and you got to know that other, your partner like the back of your hand,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You got to know them their ins and outs. And they do very well considering they just met and haven't stopped fighting. Not throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, they're always button heads, man. They're always button heads.
Yep, for sure.
But, I really like the gameplay. I like the action in the movie. I thought they did it well. I love the early '90s. Everything from the insults to the cost, what they were wearing.
Yep.
And things like that.
Tons of racist remarks. There's a funny scene where the ref he says, he's like black ball.
Yeah.
He's like why are you saying that? Because we black? He's like, no, they're like wearing black jerseys.
Yeah. He's like, whoa, take it easy, man. I'm just,
You catch the end where they're like, when the tournament's over, and they're like, all right, let's give him the money, let's get out of here.
Oh yeah. He's like, let's pay him and get out of here. It's like, whoa.
They booked it.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
They were like, they're like, screw this, we're done. Because it was the first annual Brotherhood tournament. First annual.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they kept going with it. I can't believe. I mean, I know people have addictions and stuff like that. Man, that's got to be tough as far as you know.
Gambling is a rough addiction.
Yeah, it is.
From
It
what I
is, man.
hear, it's when you get that first big win, it's
Right.
it's like it's like a big high that you're always going to be chasing that first big win, and you're never going to catch it. And
It's crazy, man.
it's kind of a sad movie, really, because I mean, at the end, he basically loses Gloria. Right?
Yeah, Gloria. Yep.
I keep wanting to call her Rosie because that's her
That's her. Yeah, that's her
her
real
real
name.
name. But he ends up losing her to basically gambling. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just and you
Yeah.
see there's like a scene where he got where Sydney's got all the winnings, and he's like living high. He's having a nice big dinner with his wife, and you know, and Rosie's just by herself, just drinking. I think that's the scene,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
and it's just
I think that's when that's after the tournament, right? And
yeah. He ends up
they end up,
losing his half of the money because he can't dunk.
yeah, exactly. And that's where the title of the movie comes in. White men can't jump.
Yep. Which at the end of the movie, he ends up dunking, right?
Dude, he ends up like almost jumping over the hoop.
Yeah.
Like that's how high he jumped. Like I was like, holy crap.
Yep.
That seemed a little excessive. But
Have
no,
you
it
ever?
was
I was just gonna say, have you ever dunked before?
no, I've never dunked. I've grabbed the rim a couple times, but
Yeah.
I've never
Same
dunked.
here. I know because
Never
we're,
dunked.
we're pretty tall.
Yeah.
Thank. And yeah, no, I've never dunked either. I just thought it was kind of funny to ask that. I could jump. I just I can't jump that high.
Yeah, I can't. I can't, man. I'm totally out of shape. I was just doing, helping my brother with my deck after work, and I'm like dying, dude.
No, and again, it's just the gambling. It's a sad story, and it's one of those also the addictions that where like if you're a heavy drinker or you're into drugs, like you're gonna do those drugs and you're gonna drink till you pass out, right?
Right.
But gambling is just one of those things where like you can literally gamble all your money away, everything until you have like nothing left.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
There's almost nothing to stop you.
Right. Exactly.
You a decent gambler? Big gambler?
No, not at all. And especially, I've played poker a couple times,
Mm-hmm.
but even with all the new betting apps and stuff, because now it's legal in New York.
Yeah.
Is it legal in Connecticut?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I know a lot of guys who were like super into it, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
whoa,
Especially with the sports.
you got to be careful,
Mm-hmm.
But
I would say I'm a big gambler, but I do enjoy gambling.
so
sure.
I don't know, man. If I'm not afraid that I would gamble all my money away, but I think like you said that you get that first like high from
Mm-hmm.
winning. I think I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to do it. I
Well,
just don't want to.
it's funny
I don't
'cause-
want to start.
Yeah, because I mean, like I think in like the past 2 years, I think I've gone to the casino up. I don't know if have you been to Mohegan Sun?
No, I've heard
Connecticut?
of it. I know where it is.
I haven't. So the first few times, not the first few times, the last few times I've been, I haven't lost. I've come home with money.
Okay.
So and again, I'm on that high of
right.
I'm up.
Right.
But the minute I lose, I'm like, I hate myself. Like I'll just like, I remember because my birthday I would usually go to the casino.
Yeah.
I lose a little bit. I lost. I don't know. I think it was a couple years ago. I lost like $200 in a matter of like 5 minutes, like 10 minutes.
Right.
And I was like, I never want to gamble. Like I hate losing. And like I said, it took me a while to actually go back. So you got kind of
Right.
like, but then like I said, I I haven't lost in a while, so I'm still riding that high.
Well, I mean, they say like if you go there, like, all right, here I'm going to take $200 or
Yeah,
whatever. I'm going to take X amount of dollars,
when
and
it's
I'm
gone,
going, and when it's gone, I'm done.
yeah, that's the way you gotta play it. That's how I play it too. This is how much I can afford to lose.
Right? Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
I like playing roulette, Texas Hold'em,
Wow.
but
Okay.
roulette's what I play when I go. It's fun.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
The last time I went, I ended up doing very, very well. So.
Sweet, dude. You just bet on like the colors, or do you
I
bet
do.
on the
I
numbers?
do on the numbers actually. On, like
Really?
just right on. I don't know. I don't know if you know like the payouts of roulette or whatever.
Not
If you
really, but
if you put more money on just the number itself, there's more money. So let's say you do
right.
$5 on 35. It's 5 times 35 or 36. I forget what it is, and you end up winning like $170,
Oh wow.
$175.
Okay.
Just in that one thing. So.
But there's less of a chance of it hitting rather than
Correct. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. It's
yeah.
all
Rather
about the odds.
if you do just reds or just blacks, you obviously there's more of a chance to win, but you're not going to win as much. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Right.
I just kind of it's hard because I kind of see where like the table's going. You kind of check the trends, whether it's hitting more red or hitting more black, or I don't know. Again, it's all random. So
Yeah.
I like to think I have a method to my madness, but at the end of the day, it's just gambling. I don't know.
The house always wins, man.
It does. It does. That's for sure.
So did you like the ending? What'd you think? We kind of
Not
talked about it.
not really. Well,
No.
again, it's like he ends up losing her.
Yeah. He ends up
You
losing
know,
her.
it's a sad story. Um, at the
Now
end.
he pays the Stuckey brothers, right? Because
Yep.
they win that money.
Yep.
But then they end up taking the Polaroid of him, pretending like he's dead anyway.
Yeah. The kind of like
To add to
a
their
little funny out
collection.
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but now you kind of wish they make amends and
Right.
work it out, but they don't.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Which I
crazy.
mean, a lot of
But-
times it happens, but
so it's funny because like he does, him and Gloria don't end up together, but it seems like him and Sydney are like,
best friends.
yeah, they're like best friends now.
Yeah,
So
I know.
well, it's like you lose your girl, but you gain a friend. It's like
Being a best friend.
you
Yeah.
know, I don't know. It's
There
weird.
you go. Yeah. Do you
So.
you want to get right into rating then?
Yeah,
Since we got to the end?
absolutely, absolutely.
So let me check. IMDb gave it a 6.8. So I'm gonna give it a 7.
A 7
All
on the nose.
Yeah, so I know last time I kind of touched up how I did my ratings. So I kind of wrote it down a little bit where, like I said, the action of the sport, I give it a 9.
Okay.
Top notch. It's just them two playing. It's not like I can see if maybe they were playing like teams of 5
Right.
where they can get a little bit of a break, but it's just the two of them, nonstop. And I used to play basketball when I was a kid. It wasn't great, but I know how much it's physically,
Oh yeah, physically demanding. Yeah.
demanding for sure. So that's a 9. And as far as like inspirational, not I gave it a 5. It's not really an inspirational movie.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
storyline could have been a little bit better. Again, they base it around like just gambling and I don't know. This is just my opinion, but I also gave it an 8 for being funny because
Yeah, it is a pretty funny.
thought it
movie.
was a pretty funny movie.
Yeah.
So that averaged out to 7.
Okay. Okay. So you have your method, and I just pick a number.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do like a 7.6.
Okay.
7.6. I'm gonna base that off of, it was definitely I liked it. I enjoyed watching it again because I've seen it before. but I hadn't seen it in so long, probably at least 20 years, maybe even
Yep.
longer. But it brought back a lot of nostalgia, and
I'm sure.
yeah, me being the old guy in the podcast, but
Super old.
super old. I'm
I'm just
so
kidding.
old. I feel old right now.
Mm.
But yeah, I think like you said, it's obviously not inspirational, but it does touch on some funny points and some good points.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just I think it's just a good movie to watch.
Yep.
If you're not if you've never seen it, like if you've never seen it, Frank, before doing
Mm-hmm.
the podcast, would you ever watch it again?
Yeah, I would. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely would.
I
I do
hadn't thought
like
about it in a while.
yeah, I actually Woody Harrelson's actually is I do he's a big fan of mine. Or said
He's a
that
big
wrong.
fan of yours.
Yeah, said that wrong. I'm a big fan of him, I should say.
There you go. Okay.
I'm sure he would be a big fan of me though. I mean,
Yeah. Well, he's after he
who's
listens to
not,
this
right?
podcast.
Yeah. Which we
Yeah,
know you're
absolutely.
listening. Yeah, I do like him a lot. I like his movies. He's got a lot of range where I feel like he can play all different types of roles.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played in Kingpin. Don't forget.
we'll be watching that soon. Should we get into our next movie?
Our next movie, man. Let's hear it.
Well, everyone spoke, and Happy Gilmore it is. So we had Happy Gilmore versus Caddyshack. We had 4 votes for Caddyshack.
Wow, out of how many total?
29 for Happy Gilmore.
Really?
Yeah.
29 to 4. So it was wow.
Destroyed. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I think they're both great movies, but I don't know. Caddyshack is a classic. Have you seen either one of those?
I've seen Happy Gilmore.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen Caddyshack.
Oh man, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah.
We'll be circling back to that.
Yeah, I think we decided that the movie that lost, we're gonna circle back to it. That'll be our next movie that we watch, and we'll just we'll take it from there.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Look out for Happy Gilmore.
Look out for Happy Gilmore next time. You want to promote our all of our stuff? Because Frank is you're the man when it comes to posting and all that. You're always posting. I love it.
I'm trying to. It's hard having the 2 Instagrams and the Facebook. It's going back and forth and making sure I'm tagging you and tagging myself. And
you're doing great though, man.
I'm trying. But yeah, you can find us at Locker Room Flicks Podcast on Instagram and on Facebook. And also send Steven an email. Actually, Kasey emailed the group.
Emailed?
So yeah, because I know you've been bugging people to email us. So maybe you haven't either checked it, or maybe she's lying to me.
She might be lying. Wait, hold on. I'm looking at it right now. Let's see. I got no new emails. Unless it went to my spam.
I'll check with her.
I'm calling her out. Calling you out, Kasey.
But
all right. That email is lockerroomflicks@gmail.com.
All right.
Send me an email, man. Hopefully it's working. Maybe I'm getting a ton of emails and it's not working. I'm probably flooded now.
We'll have to test it out.
Yeah, we'll have to test it out. I'll test it out.
For sure.
All right, man. Well, it was always great talking to you, and we'll talk to everyone next time.
Yep. Later.
All right.